Welcome to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of the critically acclaimed game Demon's Souls. I'm your walkthrough master, Lord Fussington, and this is Boletarian Palace 1-4. And I've just passed where I have to go. So far it's going quite. I guess I want to show you where I've been, although it's pretty obvious because I've made so many videos. So this wasn't a stupid idea at all, but. Anyway, let's just ignore it. That's my status. As you can see, top left corner it says status. So this is my this is my status. So you can see I'm a strength-based character. These are the weapons I'm using. So crushing guillotine axe +5, knight's shield +10. You know, a bow and shit. Venerable Sage's robes, and a lot of arrows. So you want to have a lot of arrows for this if you're a dex or a strength based character, because we're going to kill a blue dragon. I know, it's just, there's nothing more exciting than killing blue dragons because there's so many of them. That's Ostrava Boletarian, and we're going to kill him as well when he's because he responds as a black phantom. I don't know, he's depressed and whatever. So he dies in body form, responds as a black phantom, and then we stab him a few times, and he drops the mausoleum key. So finally, right? Mind you, you could have killed him earlier on, but it affects tendencies and stuff. I'm not getting into it, yeah, mausoleum key, so we can go kill Old King Doran. What else is there? Oh, by the way, crushing. The reason that the guillotine axe is upgraded to crushing, if it isn't obvious, is because I'm a strength-based character. So, yeah, I don't recommend the guillotine axe, because after using it for a bit, I hate it. I should have went Knight's Sword. I didn't want to go Dragon Bone Smasher because it's got, you know, it's a bit of a special weapon. Well, obviously it's a unique weapon, and not everyone can sort of wield it. It's got a particular set of moves, and it's got a lot of reach. So I didn't want to use it, and it doesn't use the shield and also I wouldn't use it with a shield, and I want to maintain the shield and one-handed weapon method for this walkthrough. Okay, so there's a dead dragon here, which is good news. Right now we're aiming at that's not the dead dragon, that's a crystal gecko. So shoot him a couple of times, and then yeah, just grab the items when you get the chance. As you can see there yonder are 3 black phantoms, and all 3 of them are shit. But I'm even worse, so they give me well, actually they don't really give me that much trouble. Really arguably the only difficult one is the one that's just like Bjor. Might be his brother in Black Phantom form, and he's only difficult because he turtles. But you know, if you want to counter turtling, just parry. Of course, me being Lord Fussington, I've decided I don't want to parry, and I'm going to try to backstab him. Brilliant. So yeah, look forward to watching that again. He drops the penetrating sword. This guy that just died. Told you. Oh yeah, also, I mean, if you're not a strength, or obviously if you don't have a bow and a couple hundred arrows or whatever, magic works just as well against a dragon. Arguably even better. So that means you just have to bring a lot of fresh and old spice. Or one or the other. You don't have to bring both. I tend to bring... Actually, I think I always have both, but I mean, Old Spice is obviously ideal. So just make sure you prepare before you go here, because after you kill the False King, or Old King Allant, as he's called more frequently, yeah, the blue dragon will disappear. I think that's what I had read. I'm not sure if it's probably correct. I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? Read it on the internet, it's gotta be correct. Okay, parrying is the smart way to do things. If you don't want to do it the smart way, you can do it the stupid way. The stupid way is to not parry. Okay, so you want to get behind the enemy and stab. I'm obviously doing a good job. Wow, that's just crazy skills right there. Also, you can just take him out ranged, you know, because every time you just attack him, and then he'll walk towards you, lose interest if you're too far, turn around, and you just attack again. So, you know, magic or arrows works just fine. And frankly, I recommend it because, you know, or just parry. Parry is a simple solution. She has we also get the tower shield, which is an absurdly heavy weapon. And by weapon I actually mean shield, because it's not a weapon. Unless you want to hit people in the face with it, but I mean that's why you have an actual weapon in your right hand. Anyway, so she has the white bow. You just want to get close enough to her so you can attack her, and then that sort of negates her major damage weapon, which is the white bow. Also, she's very easy to dodge. These three are actually really shit, so I wouldn't be concerned. And once you kill all three of them, they don't respawn, and you get their items. What was I saying? I think I was talking about the tower shield. Yeah, the tower shield. By the way, you don't want to run up here. You want to make sure you kill this crystal gecko, and don't frighten him. Oh, I've been practicing my aim, and it's really come in handy. Anyway, he's not aggroed anymore because I wasn't chasing after him and I wasn't near enough, so he's decided it was just a raindrop that hit him and not an arrow. Because they feel very much the same. So in terms of the tower shield, I mean, I prefer the steel shield if I'm gonna go like a heavy shield that has a great guard break reduction and all that. Mainly because the steel shield isn't as heavy, and you can still get really good guard break reduction. So, and when it's upgraded, of course. So even when it's not, it's actually still pretty good. So yeah, I recommend, if you're gonna do one or the other, steel shield, definitely. I'm using a knight shield, but that's because it's light. You saw what I did here. I pulled the red-eyed knight outside, and I didn't fight him inside because there are crossbowmen in this fucking bitch over here that just irritated the shit out of me. She's not difficult unless you're stupid, so hence why she's difficult here. Basically, she just breaks your shield. Well, breaks your shield's guard. You have to use both words together, like guard and shield, because if you just use one or the other, it doesn't make sense. She breaks the guard, doesn't really work. She breaks the shield, doesn't really work. I mean, unless she has like a steel toe, but it's gotta be even stronger than it. Anyway, this isn't even relevant or important. It's sort of relevant because we just fought her, but it isn't important. This is a red-eyed knight. So full moon grass, the worst grass in the game. Okay. So two red-eyed knights are in this tower. That's pretty much all that was important. Okay, so this is the blue dragon, who is just causing some property damage. He's a bit of a prick. Okay. I think he still has to breathe fire. Fantastic. Okay, so now you have two options here, right? You either run past and kill him later, or kill him from the other side. And by kill him, I mean, well, I do mean kill him, but there's two phases to this dragon, basically. There's this phase here, and then there's the second phase where he's sort of blocking a doorway. Okay? To get to the final boss of Boletarian Palace. So I think I spoke about him before. He's the false king, or also Old King Allant, depending on. Anyway, so you have two options: you either run past or you attack him from here. Now, if you run past, you have to be naked, and you also have to make sure your character's naked. Now, I was naked, but my character wasn't, and that means I wasn't fast enough to get to the other end before the flames engulfed me. Because basically you're chasing the flames, and then you've got to get to the doorway before he starts it again, so you can see how he kind of does it constantly. What you want to do is, you see this thing on my right here? Our right, essentially. Actually, they're on both sides, so they're a little bit higher, the stone things there, right? These little mini towers. Yeah, so when the fire hits there, you just want to run past. Now, the timing was about right, maybe slightly late, but it shouldn't have made a big difference. But my character was, wearing way too much, wearing the venerables, wearing those clothes, those robes, the venerable sage's robes, and having a crescent axe and all that. Crescent axe, guillotine axe, and knight's shield. Too heavy, and you won't be able to. Just make sure that your character is naked. Okay? That's it. It's not complicated. And then you'll be able to run past. However, I don't even recommend running past, because I wanted to show both ways. so I made sure to run past and did it badly. If you have second chance, it doesn't even matter. And then bring him down to half health, because then he flies away. Once he gets to half health, he flies away, and then you can fight him. Then you fight him later, and he is at half health. So he doesn't heal himself while he's in the sky or anything. He doesn't have, full moon grass, or maybe he does. Maybe his nest is made from full moon grass. But whatever it is, he doesn't heal. The point is, you either fight him at full health or 50% at the second phase. That's all it is. If you want to fight him at 50%, which I recommend, then you want to attack him at the very beginning. You can attack him here as well, but it saves you from having to do a stupid run. So you can see I just did that transition there. So after a couple, maybe about 100 arrows, maybe more, I wasn't really paying attention, he flies off, because it's not really about how many arrows you use, it's about where his health is at. So once you take off half his health, he'll fly to this section, and that's kind of why you want to do it at the start. And you can use arrows, or you can use magic. Poison cloud or death cloud will work. I think you can probably align your soul ray, and then also attack him from there. So there's another timing thing. You see how the fire goes left to right, right to left? Well, when he breathes the fire on the right, that's when you want to sort of sprint. Okay, so you get here, he's gonna spit the fire, and then you start sprinting. And I even fucked up there because I hit that wall, but it's very easy. Okay, you just gotta get the timing right. Okay, so that's it for, and then you just stand under here and attack. He won't attack you because he's busy trying to kill Bior. So if you've saved Bior and made sure he hasn't died, he'll be helping you. Again, Soul Ray and Soul Ray works here as well. That's it, really. Just make sure you calculate, right? Because you don't want to just keep firing Soul Rays, because he does move his head, obviously, because he's breathing fire from right to left, left to right. Okay, after he's dead, you can collect all of the items, and you can even talk to Bior if he's around. If he isn't, that means you've allowed him to die. Also, getting the dragon to 50% health before you fight him here means that Bior has a higher chance of surviving. Not that it really matters anyways, but, unless you're doing Mephistopheles, unless you're doing her quests, then you may want to keep him alive so that you can kill him and get the reward for it. You need pure black character tendency, of course. Okay. So, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I guess I'm just grabbing the items. It's not really necessary, of course. Storage soldier soul. Okay, well now it's really worth it because that was a storage soldier soul, which is just amazing. Oh, crescent axe. Better than the guillotine axe. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the guillotine axe. I should have went knight sword, to be honest. Although, you know, I'll just do it next run. Okay. So now, alright, now we have to go deal with Ostrava. So Ostrava will talk to you for a little bit and ask you to kill his father, which, you know, we were going to do anyway. And then he'll die, and he'll respawn as a Black Phantom. So he's basically, the Black Phantom is the last enemy before the False King or Old King Allant, depending on how you feel he should be called.
I began this quest in a search, please.
You also get the mausoleum key. I think I've said all this. Mausoleum key, and then you can open the mausoleum because it's the key to the mausoleum, which is locked, and you can fight Old King Doran. There's a video for that as well. Now, usually how I do this is I kill the False King, and then the Nexus Nexus opens up, and then you can either go kill. Well, this is what I do: kill the False King, Nexus opens up, whatever. But I go back to Boletarian Palace 1-1. I kill Old King Doran, and then I go back to the Nexus, and then I go fight King Allant, right? Then I go jump in the hole with the maiden. With the maiden in black. So yeah, that's what I tend to. He's you got to be a little bit careful with him. Dark Silver Shield is very useful here because he does do magic damage. Rune sword and shield, and magic damage won't do very much to him when he's blocking. So is that correct? I think so. If it isn't, I'll just fix it in the description box. So that's it. I mean, rune sword, rune shield, fantastic. He isn't difficult though, so just be careful. You might want to even pull him off the bridge, just so that you don't risk falling off of it. Although the blue dragon won't return, and he's dead, and those 3 Black Phantoms won't be there anymore. Mind you, Ostrava, Black Phantom Ostrava will be there if you haven't killed him. Okay, so the next video is Demon Souls. Well, it's the False King or False King / Old King Allant, King Allant, and Good Ending. Basically, that's the next video. And I'll also post an Old King Doran video probably afterwards. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Lord Fussington. Kindly rate, comment, and subscribe.